It's a great day. I'm playing Balatro on YouTube, not on Twitch, which means I don't have to do a challenge right now. I could just do the stakes are challenging enough, man. Okay, what the heck were we doing last time? I don't even know. You're really gonna make me plasma? Okay. Champs can have eternal jokers. I think honestly playing the challenges has made me better at the challenges. I don't know if it's made me better at Balatro. We're gonna have to see. Early Arcana pack's always a bit of a how's your father, you know? Because we're gonna play flushes early, let's make 2 good cards bonused, and then maybe like a wild ace, even though you run the risk of the card being debuffed on 4 different boss blinds. We do have ace 2, 4, 5, or I mean 4, 5, 6, 7 is an easier straight draw, but early on, it gives you less chips is the thing. It gives you less chips. And chips are meaningful when your mults are so freaking low. This is probably going to be a 2-hand Andy anyway. Never mind, I forgot we're on the freaking plasma deck, bro. I don't know anything. We can play whatever we want. I like Cartomancer. I don't like it enough to take it as an Eternal this early. That scares me a little bit. I do like an early gold card. I've really started to respect the gold card a bit more than I used to. Now 1,200 points. I see we have ace 2, 3, 4, 5. I think it would be silly to not play it. It probably doesn't get us to 1,200, but it does get us to 800. And I mean, I guess I fish for a full house or another straight. Now would definitely be a fantastic time to actually get a Joker. I'm so happy we got this gold card. Oh, they didn't even discard it! Lisan Al-Gaib! We're chosen! We're anointed on this one. So far. Okay, well, it's tough. 20 mult on 4 of a kind, a hand that's very difficult to make. Or, more 8s give you planets. I think I'm willing to thin our deck. I'm willing to take a flyer on this, and we can't afford the reroll. So we gotta chill a little bit. It would be nice to play 2 8s. So admittedly, I'm doing some heavy discards here. I'm not gonna deny that. What's the point? You can see it for yourself. I'm gonna discard even more. We're going like full house or 8s. I'm thinking this probably doesn't win in 1 hand. It might not even win in 4. Well, actually, it's pretty good. Never mind. 3 of a kind will get us there, so I'm going to fish for 2 8s. You know what? At the very least, A, we got a great hand, and B, we got a gold card. Plasma deck starts quite strong, I think. I'm not the expert on this, but the thing is we're going to need to get ourselves out of the, like, pardon me, we need to get out of the, out of the framework. We need to not have to rely on the impact of plasma being so good early, I think. We have to do what we have to do on every run. We have to build a good scaffolding of jokers in a strong deck. It's just maybe the order of operations gets shuffled around a little bit. I love medium. I don't mind talisman, don't get me wrong, but tarot cards could produce, you know, other avenues for us to get gold to begin with. Obviously, we have a straight that probably wins it for us. I think what I try to do, it's a little crazy, don't get me wrong, but if I could draw 2 8s, or just my gold card would be fine too. I'll admit it's a bit of a crazy play. Cleared it nicely. Now we're on ante 3. This would be a great time to get like our first actual score joker. Oh, we're gonna buy this, but brother, Spectral Pack and Jumbo Spectral Pack, what a shop. I would go, I wish we could duplicate our Enhanced Queen, but we only... It is nice to just get more queens. It makes it very easy to play like 4 of a kind, 5 of a kind. Maybe I'm willing to do it, man. Then we go Jumbo Spectral. I'm gonna put Deja Vu on another queen. I think we've cemented what we're going for. I'm gonna buy. I'm balling out. I would love to buy blank as well if possible. But for now, any chance we could at least get some value out of 8 ball. I see we got the double eights. This is exactly what I was hoping for, an opportunity to maybe play a full house. It was not even close to as good as I thought it would be. I hate to play a gold card, but like it's sitting there in our hand right now. I got to give it a chance to pop. 2 more hands. I mean, 10, 10, 6, 6 is going to, well, maybe queen, queen, 10, 10, dumping a 3. Not that bad. I guess it so much depends on misprints. Like, we want to play the best hands possible, but misprint is also like a large determinator of our success. I take shortcut. It makes it easier to make straights. That's not what we're trying to make. We're trying to make like 4 of a kinds with queens in the future, but I mean, we had to take something. We're not trying to make straights here. If we could, 8, 9, jack, queen, king, and I guess again maybe we'd be silly not to, because it's the best hand available right now. I guess you could just go 9, 10, queen, king, ace as well. 7 mults, not quite good enough. How about queen, 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 7, 7? Doesn't matter where polychrome is right now, but it will at some point. That's pretty good. Pardon me. Still this like post-viral cough. $10 mults. I hate to do it, but you got to play the run you got. 10 mults eternal. The 50 chips is kind of whatever. I mean, in a normal situation, maybe on a plasma deck it's a little different, but the 10 mults, I mean, I really feel like we kind of need that in order to survive. And I'm dumping my aces. I know I'm going. It's crazy. It's a crazy thing to do. That stings. But we should be getting that 10 extra mults. Well, maybe now that I think about it, on a deck that normalizes or equalizes your mult and your chips, maybe 10 mult doesn't mean as much. Because doesn't it mean like the same as 10 chips? That's not that good. 9, 10, jack, king almost gets us there. I mean, even just the pair wasn't that bad. It's a bizarre state to be in where I feel like confident that we're going to live for a bit, but I'm guaranteeing you that we're not in a good spot right now. Let's put it that way. How about some queens? You like to see it. I mean, 30 extra chips is quite nice when you consider that it also translates to mult. Ace 2, 3, 4, 6. Sure. I mean, just being honest, I'd rather like keep the 6. Oh, we don't have any discards. Okay, well then we're gonna play ace 2, 3, 4, 6. I was hoping to discard and then go like ace 2, 4, 6, 8, so we could keep our gold card, but that sort of thing isn't my bag, baby. We do not have a straight. We do have 2 pair. I'm begging for some help from misprints. We're gonna make it. And I'll say something controversial. At some point, we may actually be able to discard this and get a tarot card too, which would really hit the spot because that's the reason we took it in the first place. Not my favorite Eternal Joker, but just being honest, I think we need something that keeps us alive right now. I'm also selling shortcut for a Spectral pack. I'm going all in, bro. Simply put, I want to be able to make my 4 of a kinds, my 5 of a kinds. You could do a lot worse than duplicating a red seal. Now we're cooking. I see we got the full house. We can do better. Oh, we can do better. By the way, lots of our jokers can go. I'm not going to try to dispute that one. Like misprint can go. 8 ball can go. In fact, some of our other jokers can go too. The only problem is no, they can't. Because they're eternal. Okay, now we're cooked. Okay, I see. Now we get 15 mult out of this. All we need is a good misprint. 11? That's... I would have thought that would have been good enough. I'm playing this and holding out for a straight on my last set. Please, good planet, good planet. Mercury. In the whole scheme of things, not a horrible planet. But we obviously need something a little next level. We need like a plus 20 out of misprint. That we were close. Okay, I'm honestly, I'll take responsibility for that, but because I'm the one who made all the decisions and literally did everything. But I think we did okay given the circumstances. Empress cards do go crazy early, but like, so do Jokers, bro. I mean, those are two, like, huge Jokers. I would love to play straights to get runner popping, but also, like, spades will go insane. You might be able to build a run just on, like, spade flushes. I'd still really like to fish for the straight, though. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That should get you there. And I don't know, it's tough because with runner, you're like, it's only getting 10 chips per straight, but then it's giving you that on every hand forever. So there is some temptation. I think for now, we can just get our econ going. I would still like to play straights, I've decided. I'm just running the eval bar every time I draw a hand and then sending it. Ace, 2, 3, 4, 5. That should do it. I guess what I'm trying to say is prepare yourself for the fact that runner will probably fall off at some point, and yet I'm going to keep using it forever because it, like, it's at some point you're like, it's too good to sell. Now this is like a joker that's I'm happy to stick with, bro. It has a synergy with runner. 10 jack queen king, beautiful setup. We've even got a spade in there. We got 2 now, 9 10 jack queen king. Also, I know like I'm biased on this subject. Lots of people seem to be in love with making high card builds work. When it really fits together, it does feel nice. I think kind of the same thing for pairs, honestly. I'm not going to make another judgment. I'd rather improve our deck now. I think our jokers are killing it for us. I have that same compulsion, but for me, it's straight decks. I find it like most of the time they don't pop. So when they pop, it feels incredible. 6, 7, 8, 9. Like you're toying with me. There we go. We'll play 7, 8, 9, 10. And honestly, if we're gonna keep playing straights, like let's mult the straights we got. 7s, 8s, 9s, and 10s are gonna feature in many straights. Obviously, it would have been nice to put it on more spades, but our spades were they didn't work nicely together. Let's put it that way. Really good setup right now. We've even got a double tag burning a hole in our pocket. I'm gonna have some fun because I think that we're in a great position here. First, I'm gonna look at this, and honestly, I'm just thinking. I think we should start converting red cards to black cards because I am gonna take smeared joker, and then like blackboard would go crazy. I think that we can do the impossible is what I'm trying to say. I think it may be conceivable that we could have the first straight flush build in gaming history. And it's a crazy idea, don't get me wrong. Many people will say it can't be done. And you know what? They may be right. It's kind of a bummer to have nothing. I guess at the end of the day, we do have a flush. A spade flush is pretty good. I guess smeared joker and arrowhead work insanely well together. Yeah, that's a good point. Earth. Not that interested in Earth, no disrespect. Astronauts be like, okay, we can make a straight. I mean, we have 3, 5, 6, or we have 9 jack king. I would hold 3, 5, 6. I would probably hold 3, 5, 6, 8. 2, 3, 5, 6, nothing. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's things you like to see. Now, it's not a straight flush. That's okay. Should still be worth an awful lot. Not as much as just the spade flush by itself, but if every card becomes a club or a spade, which is a spade or a spade, then we're chilling, bro. Now, 80 chips for a flush. I don't get out of bed for that, I'm sorry to say. What do I get out of bed for? I would get out of bed for cutting some red cards from our deck to make it easier to draw into our spades. No repeat hand types. I'm just kind of, I'm praying for like a, could have given me like a better draw. I'm not trying to be annoying about it, but like, I mean, if you're going to force my hand to play regular flushes instead of fishing for straights, I'm willing to do it because it's like, it's very low risk and low cost. But I mean, building a straight flush deck ultimately is my goal here because it's a little unusual. So if you could help me out, it would really hit the spot. Me personally, one of the best ways to make that happen is going to be thinning the deck. Another great way, making a red card wild. And, you know, discards go crazy if you're looking for specific hands, I think. Seems right to me. And I'll level with you. Best cards to cut if you want to make straights. Probably an ace. 6 is a horrible card to cut, but at least it... I can't believe this is what I'm discarding. At least it was a red card. So we got 6, 7, 8. We got 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Don't even need to use our wild card here. Okay, so that my next goal, if we, and by the way, I'm so sorry, I realize we're 16 minutes in here. You haven't been able to see my score this whole time. I've moved myself over. I swear it to you. This is why we have a video preview. I want telescope, and then I want to play so many straight flushes that we can actually buy non-stop Neptunes. It would be a dream come true. I hate to dump that 7 when we could just make it wild. Like, I've never had a run like this, man. I've never had a run where it felt like straight flushes were possible. This is a whole new world for me.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
We can still dump. We can still dump. Not having a straight flush here, a little cruel, I'll admit. But it should still be really good. I know you're going to be like, why not play the lover's card? Well, I'd like to save it for a situation in which it guarantees us a straight flush, you know? Because right now we're in that like awkward period where we're growing into the straight flush. We don't have the consistency to like make it happen every time. You know, we got to be a little, pardon me, careful with what we're doing. Strength, I don't think is too relevant. Yes, it could give us a straight flush like once when we don't have it, but it could also torpedo our deck like forever. 10 molt is pretty good. I mean, honestly, it'll clear Crazy Joker in no time. Like, almost literally no time, except in the scientific sense, because I'm going to play these 2 cards pretty quick. I mean, I think you hold this for now. You got 10 Jack, Queen, King, Ace. The catch is you still don't have the straight flush, and we still don't have the straight flush, which is insane to me. There we go. 9, 10, Jack, Queen, King with a wild card, and then how about a golden ace? Now you're at plus 12, which is what I was talking about in the first place. I think our run is in a really, really good spot. Wow, it got there in 1, bro. What we need now, replace Drunkard with a Joker that mults your mult. I'll be 100% with you. I would replace Drunkard with Fibonacci and not even like worry that much about Fibonacci. And also like planet cards. But when I say planet cards, basically I'm saying Econ. Neptune is exactly what we're looking. I'm so trained to not look for Neptune. And yes, we'll buy this just in case. You never know. Sometimes I don't pay attention to it. It should be fine. If anything, we'd skip the middle one so that we can get a polychrome Joker in the shop. And we have a straight immediately. I think we could play it. I guess there is a benefit to like discard, discard, and just try to get to the straight flush. Because we're probably going to get there in one anyway, and we actually did. Holy... You know, I'm realizing we probably don't need... I guess maybe in the plasma deck it's less of a concern. We don't necessarily need runner because we're getting so many chips out of Arrowhead. Just something to think about. Okay, double polychromes in our next shop. I would love to play a straight flush. I think you already knew that. I'm just trying to keep myself on the golden path here. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then we're gonna we probably win in one hand now that I think about it. I was worried about the effect, but it's irrelevant. It's honestly just sad because it's just not a Joker we want, even though we are making straights. I feel like the superposition is gonna be like, how come you don't want me, man? But it's just you don't fit, man. You just don't fit, okay? Hierophant, on the other hand, Hierophant fits. Emperor fits. I get that that's 2 cards, so you might be able to get Fortune Teller juiced. But what I would say about that is don't worry about Fortune Teller. It's getting juiced regardless. It's exciting, man. The rare straight flush build. Okay. I really thought I was going to be buying, pardon me, a polychrome Joker, but what do you think about a negative Joker? I wouldn't turn on my nose, I suppose. I think you got to respect 7, 8, 10. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Beautiful. Now, what am I going to do with a death card? I mean, we could convert a queen into a golden jack just for money. It does remove 1 queen from our deck, which can lightly impact the effect of, you know, making a straight flush, or the frequency of it, I should. You're joking, right? The same polychrome Joker? Like, you're actually messing with me right now. That seems inconceivable. Like, that would give me a lucky 4 and 8 probably come up about the same. Give me a lucky 8. And you know what? Saturn is a nice fallback in case we don't get the straight flush. 128,000, 1 in 7 cards get drawn face down. I honestly think you reroll boss blind. First hand is drawn face down. Better, because after the challenge that we did, 1 in 7 cards drawn face down scares the you-know-what out of me. I would rather burn a couple of discards. What is this, brother? So these are guaranteed to be 2s. I'm willing to discard this, absolutely. I mean, we have a flush right away. With only 1 discard remaining. I think you can throw the flush. It's also not bad for Fibonacci. And then, like, we're treating this kind of like a discard. A straight flush is still very possible. So that was still 76,000 points. That's really good. Then we can discard, 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 discard. Well, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, bro. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Straight flush build is back on. Okay. What's disposable here? Fibonacci, possibly runner, but I don't know. Negative egg is a joke. They're literally trolling me now. 1 hand per round could definitely come in handy if we're using hands as discards. Okay, let's make some money, bro. I mean, 10 jack, queen, king. You see where we're going with this bad boy. Yeah, Fibonacci is definitely dumpable. I can't be that mad about a negative egg. It's just that, like, it's a beautiful situation, man. Not the queen, though. Because, like, you look at it and you're like, well, it can't be that bad. And you're right. The only thing is, like, I would have rather had something more useful. You don't. Me personally, I don't think you can get away with evaluating it versus the, you know, not having the negative joker. I'm evaluating it versus the counterfactual of having like another joker. I mean, we got a straight here at least. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's gonna, the mult is gonna be decroded, but this is why we get extra hands, bro. Not bad from a Fibonacci standpoint, at least. Lots of money. We got our nest egg. I'm sorry to be a hater, okay? Useless packs, useless jokers. We go next. You dump 1. You dump 1. 9, 10, jack, queen, king. A beautiful straight flush. $123,000 points. Pretty good. Am I crazy to think like 4 of a kind should still be pretty solid? And then don't throw any bonus cards because we got lots of... that's still pretty good. We got lots of support here. I mean, honestly, I know these are golden cards, but... we take those, bro. We're on ante-8 now. A win is definitely in the cards for us, pun intended. I do occasionally intend a pun, not often. Considering this run doesn't seem endless pilled, I am not going to worry about the rerolls. I literally think we should just focus on getting to the boss. And I'm just looking. Man, straight beats straight flush. Ain't that a kick in the teeth? Way too late for DNA. Shoot the moon doesn't make sense. Okay. So, I think we are fine. You know, if you're going to force my hand, sure, I'll pivot. I'll pivot off of that. You're being a real piece of work right now. 10 jack, queen, king, ace. There's no queen in there. There is no queen. You know what you could do is you could throw a flush first and then try to make a straight in the future. Because remember, it doesn't have to be, now that I think about it, it doesn't even have to be a straight flush. Although when it is, that's fine. But wouldn't we be better off playing that? We would be, but just by a little bit. So I'm playing straight flush because I believe in the culture. I believe in our future. I believe it has something that it can do for us. By the way, I have to look at the boss blind desperately. 1 random joker disabled every hand. At the risk of sounding ungrateful, all of our jokers are kind of like mid, but I think that's almost a bonus for us. I don't think we really need more joker space. We have jokers we can sell. I'd rather have the hand size because straights are hard enough to make as is. And just give me a deja vu on something that adds chips. Neptune, things you like. I'm so Neptune blind. Straight flush is passed again. Past regular straight, I should say. Okay. It's so makeable. Keep this just in case. You never know, you might have to. Okay, now you don't need it. 1 discard remains. No queen. No queen. Sad story. Play the other ace. I'm trying to think of what leaves us the best potential to get us straight on our next hand. 94,000 is not that bad. By the way, called it. Runner's not going anywhere. 200 chips. That didn't win it for us, huh? Okay. No sweat, bro. Ain't nothing but a peanut. Okay. I would say we're closing in on crunch time. Because, I mean, the boss is up next. Okay. That's really good. We just won. Straight up. No, not trying to be disrespectful. You sell Fibonacci, buy campfire, sell egg. You need a flat mult. The flat mult comes from you. You guys are both chip enablers. You're giving us 250, you're giving us 200. I mean, the dream for me, this honestly pays for itself now in like a couple of rolls. Because I want tarot cards. Otherwise, are we just multing up? Well, chips are worth so much more than mult now that I think about it. Tarot cards, please. Retrigger 2, 3s, 4s, and 5s. I'm sending it, brother. Sorry, runner. I appreciate what you've done for me. But I believe that that hack is going to help us carry this to greatness. Jupiter is a buy-sell. Moon may not be a buy-sell. Honestly, rather than add 3 mults, because we're not going endless on this one, this is a buy-sell. But Moon is usable to create more straight flushes. You've disabled hack. That's fine. What do I care? We'll just play a 7-8. We'll do something. Don't even worry about it. It's for me to know and for you to find out. One of the interesting things is that it's for me to know and for you to find out. There we go. See, that's all 7, 8, 9, 10 jack. We don't need hack for that. In fact, I'm realizing we don't need hack at all. That's 101,000. That's so much worse than I thought it would be. Smeared Joker not existing anymore. We still can't make a straight flush out of it, which is crazy. We're going to have to settle for just a straight. I'm stupid. We obviously can make a straight flush out of it. Why are you trying to turn a club into a club? What happened to my brain? 10, jack, queen, king, ace. There we go. A royal flush. What happened? What happened? Why was that worth 4 points? It said royal flush, bro. It said royal flush right on the thing. Okay, you're not giving chips anymore. So we shouldn't rely on a hack. Almost feel like you go literally let it fly on high card. I didn't expect that to be good, to be clear. And then hack is disabled. Bro, I really need hack to be enabled. Because I'm trying to play like a flush with low cards that'll trigger multiple times. But I guess if I have no other option, then I'll send it right now. Because we only got 2 hands left. You never know. Like something very important can get disabled next time. I lost, man! How could this happen? I thought we were in the clear. Well, you live and you learn, as Alanis said. I honestly don't even know. I thought my royal flush was going to win it for us, but obviously I missed something. I got to go back and watch the tape. Hope you've enjoyed the episode nonetheless. We'll run it back. I just want to play some regular Balatro. I don't want the plasma deck, man. I'm going to do a regular deck. I'm going to do like red deck. And I'll see you next time. See ya.